Peace, Mr. Fan Cloud. What's up, man? What's up, man? How you doing today? I'm trying to get out of my box and be impromptu. Still waiting on the invite. I got you. Been doing a lot of readings. Peace to you, Tassetti 111. I like. Been doing a lot of readings and spiritual consults and with people, and I just kind of been, busy. What's up, Magnus One Productions, Weirdo Gang? You already know. Yes. Everywhere I go, I keep hearing people say weirdo now, so it's like getting trendy, and I'm like, we started that though. One Miss Loving Life. Hey, love. How are you? I had to get on here and just feel y'all vibe with y'all before I get the kids. When you have kids and grandkids, you just really don't get to live anymore. So this is like my hangout with y'all. Oh, really? Okay, that's cool. New sub. Hey, Hazel. Hazel Eyes. I love your name. Peace, MacBook. Hazel Eyes, thank you too for asking me if I had her email, because I didn't. I guess everybody was busy reading and talking and they didn't notice I was trying to get her email. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. So, we got enough people in here where I feel like I can get going with some stuff. Peace to you, Delicia. Yes, Weirdo Gang. We make you feel comfortable for being a weirdo. Abso-fucking-lutely. 2020 is the rise of the weirdos. The awakening has happened. Now the weirdos are rising. Voice of reason. Peace, family. Yes. I decided I would go ahead and put my choker on today because I was like, I'm finna bring some energy. And hold on, let me let my baby twin flame know I'm on live. But so this is what I want to tell you. So the really beautiful thing about doing readings is that I get the opportunity to see what's going on a collective level, and then I get to see synchronicities in my readings. And hold on. Okay, and Mr. Banclock, we ain't forgot about you. We're gonna try to make that work. We've been getting in super late. Our son play ball and stuff. It's a lot, but you definitely on our mind because we know there's some shit supposed to be popping off in Memphis, and so we definitely go build and do that. Thank you, J Girl Belkles. Bless you too, sis. Absolutely. Greetings, Miss Mays. Yeah, hey girl. I love your testimony too. I ain't gonna say nothing about it in here because all our reviews will be anonymous and the website is in the works. So let me tell y'all what I'm feeling. I feel like for those of us who have been doing the work, paying attention to the triggers, doing the shadow work, practicing self-love, studying certain paths of spirituality, a whole lot of us in our soul group are more like a left-hand path right now. That's cool, absolutely. And Magnus One, I didn't know that. Wow, that's cool. Yeah, Ernest, it's Ernest. But yeah, that is so cool. You've been with me for a long time. Man, I'm a YouTube veteran. I started from the very beginning. I knew I saw the vision, but I was like, this shit that I dream about and my experience is so crazy. I gotta be on YouTube. So when we came out the broom closet, you know what I'm saying? When I came out the broom closet, it was really interesting because what's up, Aaliyah? Yeah. Who? Oh yeah, okay, Everett. Yes, Everett. Yeah, I remember you. That's what's up. Oh, thank you, Aaliyah Kasha. Thank you. Segment told me to put this on, so I was like, okay. Isis told me to keep my hair blue, so I was like, okay. My goddesses just tell me what to do, and I'm like, okay. Hey, Crystal. I don't give a damn if we find out tonight. I'm going to start calling you Cousin Crystal. Hey, Cousin Crystal. Yeah, that's so cool. Some of y'all been around since my Christian days. That is so beautiful. Thank y'all so much. Thank you, Gregory. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's right. So, for those of us who've been doing the work, for those of us who have purged, We done made the sacrifices. Our relationships with people have changed. Our relationships with our family have changed. Like so much stuff been changing, and we just been like, you know what? I gotta stay on this path. I know spiritually that this is where I'm supposed to be. 2020 for us, we've been talking about the 2020 prophecies, but I was like, I gotta jump on here now again and explain what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Black don't crack. I love it. Absolutely. You gotta take care of your temple. So y'all, like the dark magic and the shadow work, I'm telling you, 2020, if you have been doing shadow work, what's up, 2020 vision? Speaking of 2020, speaking of the devil. But if you have been doing the shadow work, you are doing dark magic by noticing your triggers, noticing the things about you maybe that make you uncomfortable, that you don't like and you want to change. That is shadow work, and that is dark magic. That is using the darkness in your life to make your life what you want it to be instead of ignoring the darkness, you know? And so when you give attention to it, you know, energy flows wherever the attention goes. So if you've been working on yourself and paying attention to your characteristics that you know need to change and grow for you to be your best self and have your best life, create your best life, then you are doing dark magic. So dark magic, black magic is not what we were told it was, but this is what my guys and goddesses and my ancestors been telling me the last 24 hours. They were like, look, before this year is out, if you really about this spiritual life, if you really want to be out here, don't be afraid to let the spiritual streets know what's up. And I was like, what do you mean? They were like, why don't you wear your choker? You love that choker and you haven't worn it in not one video. And I was like, damn, okay. And they're like, it's because you have an area where you're still afraid what people are gonna say or think, or you don't want to have to explain yourself to people, or you don't want to have to deal with the blowback. But the people who go thrive in 2020 are the people who have went into the abyss. So 2020 is literally us coming up out of Hades the way Christ came up out of Hades. Because if you remember back in the Bible, when he went to Hades, they called it Abraham's bosom. And so the energy of Abraham is basically a Brahma. So this is like the gods waking up and knowing who they are, right? So when you go into the darkness in your own life, then you are going to come out of that. But once you go to Abraham's bosom, once you delve to the abyss, you go into the depths of yourself, you start doing inner child work, revisiting traumatic things that happened, that like a smell or something, a trigger it. Like all of a sudden now you don't want to avoid the darkness. You want to go into the darkness. You just feel drawn to it. You might still feel a little fear, a little anxiety, but you know that this is where the treasure is. I have to give attention to this. For the people who have been doing that, or the people who are feeling it and haven't quite did it yet, but you're on your way in that direction, I'm telling y'all, the universe said, I already got a check wrote. Y'all already, there's this spiritual etheric bank, and it's been set up to give you all what you need to anchor yourselves on the earth, to have the resources to make earth a better place, to manifest heaven on earth. So we're not going to be lacking resources in 2020. But to much is given, much is required. So we have to practice discipline. We have to practice not being fearful, because what casts out fear? Perfect love is what casts out all fear. So it's like, okay, you quirky, you weird. Like, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be real. Like, some stuff about me, I have this inner comedian. I mean, she is funny as shit. When she come out, I be laughing at myself, about to piss on myself because of shit myself is saying. She that funny. And so I hide her, because I felt like I've always been a very intellectual person. And so because of certain jobs and the way I was raised and shit like that, you know, it's like I can't always fully be me. You know what I'm saying? And so, but now, like, now that our soul group is building and we're finding each other, We feel comfortable when we get with each other to be who we are. So I'll look at pictures of myself or videos and I'm like, why the fuck do I be making these crazy ass facial expressions? And it'll make me be like, oh, I need to stop doing that. That's so ugly. Or I need to stop. And you know what? My guys was like, stop doing that. Everything about you is perfect. In the essence, in the core essence of who you are and how you were created, it is perfect. It is nothing less than perfect. Tell the soul group that they are perfect. Everything about them is perfect. That the true beauty is only found within the beast. True beauty is only found, it's not found among other beauty. Beauty, treasure is found within the beast. This is why in every movie and all heroes' journeys, they have to go into these dark caves and underground to find treasure. I mean, Indiana's temple. All of the movies were like, that's what it's really about, is being an alchemist. So I was like, well, what's up with the, okay, you making me a little bit more comfortable doing dark magic, but explain to me what's up with the scary faces. You know what I'm saying? Why all of the guardians of the threshold look scary as shit? You know, like, what's up with that? He was like, because that's y'all. That's y'all. Have you ever been in a situation where you had to be scary? Where you had to scare a nigga up off you out your face? Have you ever been in a situation where somebody just kept calling your bluff and you like, you know what? And just, you don't even know where it came from. Just this fire just grew in you. And I was like, yeah. They was like, you shouldn't despise that. This is how people lift cars off of their children. It's in those moments where that primordial energy rises up because there is no resistance, because you are in a dire situation, and it just, you get strength that's supernatural. So the scary faces was used. This is what they told me last night, because I started talking to every deity, every primordial energy I could think of. I just started approaching them with questions, you know what I'm saying? And they were just like, if you come to us, you have to come to us with a pure heart. Don't bring no impure energy to us. The reason why we look so scary, that's to keep people whose hearts are not pure away from what we are capable of helping you to co-create. And I sat back and thought about that for a minute. And I was like, damn, that kind of do make sense. You know, if you in the hood somewhere and you have something that's very valuable, worth a lot of money, you're going to conceal it, right? You're not going to leave it out, you know, sitting out where they can see it in the car, because you know your windows going to get busted out and they going to take it. So you go conceal it. And so those energies was like, it's not that we're wicked and want to harm people and dangerous. And actually the archons and the love and light, they the ones that they feed off of that, need that. We not with that shit. We are pure primordial forces that are here to be of service to people whose hearts are pure, who is really ready to allow the destruction that is necessary so that a new foundation can be laid, so that earth can be reinstated to its former estate. So I sat back and I was like, that makes a lot of sense. So if you think about even the tribal African mask, they look pretty scary. You know what I'm saying? You think about Kalima, Hecate, Sekhmet. I mean, these energies typically have these features that we would consider scary. So they were like, if you come to us with a pure heart, it's no issue. Because when your heart is pure, all fear is cast out, because a pure heart is love. And love is God. So you step to us as a God because you are stepping to us from a vibration of pure love, where you are willing to carry a cross, butt damn naked, be beat, just to ascend. You are willing to take the lashing to ascend above what other people are afraid to do. You are willing to look like a criminal and hang in between two other criminals and die the same way two criminals die, because you understand the metaphysics behind why your soul is here. They were like, Campson, the reason why a lot of y'all, because a lot of people ask me and they're reading, it's like, what's my purpose in life? What's my purpose in life? And sometimes I can give you exactly what it is. Sometimes I can give you some clues. Sometimes I can't give you nothing on it because you still have fear. And fear is always going to be like oil and water with your purpose in life. You cannot mix the two. Because fulfilling your purpose in life is going to put you on a path of godhood. Right? And so if perfect love casts out all fear, and if love is equated to the frequency of God, then you have to work on your heart being pure so that you can present your authentic self and you have nothing to hide. See, this is why, even though we don't believe in Jesus, but the story of Christ was an alchemical teaching. And notice he was butt naked. He was basically butt naked. And you know, in the last channel, in the other video, and I was talking about being bucket naked. That's what it's about, being able to be naked, being able to strip yourself, to murder your false self and be like, I don't even need that no more. Yo, if you feel like what I'm doing is wrong, wicked, evil, and harmful, you have a right to feel how you feel, but my heart is pure. My heart is gold. And so people may look at me and know that I read cards and, you know, and what you would call, I guess, a witch, medicine woman, shaman. I mean, they look at me and come up with a lot of conclusions. But at the end of the day, the eyes are the windows of the soul. And anybody can look in my eyes and see my heart. My heart is pure. The issue is the scary movies that messed us up. They started us early. They was like, look, the church ain't enough because some of them not growing up in church. So how we go catch the other people who we don't want tapping into the same energy we use to keep them in control in invisible prisons? So they did. That's when Hollywood was like, okay, I'm going to come side by side with the church, right? So they worked together. And so a lot of us have memories of shit to, like Freddy Krueger. I don't know about y'all. Jason didn't scare me. I thought he was funny. You know what I'm saying? Candyman, Freddy Krueger. It was a couple up in there. Hellraiser. Like, that shit messed me up. I couldn't sleep. I could not sleep. I was getting into bed with somebody else every night because I was scared something gonna come out from under the bed and get me. You know what I'm saying? But that was intentional. That was intentional. Yeah, exactly. Freddie was on some lucid dream shit. For real. He was using the astral. And but so okay, so you got religion, then you got entertainment, which is to enter containment. Entertainment, that's when you enter containment of your mind where you're not free to have your own will to do what you want to do. So in actuality, evil, what you call evil, wicked, harmful, because I don't really believe in good and bad, okay? But something is either going to be beneficial for you or harmful, okay? So you got people who wear these masks of love and light, but down in their heart, they dark as fuck and just evil and rotten and wretched. And it's easy to do the love and light thing, because you don't have to show up as who you are. It's hardly nobody in the world who gonna have an issue with you being love and light all the time. But when you step into the arena of, you know what, no, I need to be able to be authentic. That means that I need to be, because see, people think that we're being vain by calling ourselves gods and goddesses, but it's the opposite way around. We're actually accepting accountability, and we understand that we are co-creators and that everything in our life is in our life because of decisions that we made. So that is very spiritual, to accept accountability. But even the shit that's in your life that you don't know what you did to cause that to be in your life, and you accept accountability for that, that's what it means to be a god, a goddess. Ye are gods. So we're not running to a deity saying, oh, please forgive me. Oh, I did something bad. Please forgive me. That's disempowerment. And so the archons have this structure set up where we're constantly disempowering ourselves and teaching it to each generation. So in actuality, and I already know that the analytics finna get hella crazy after I say this, because some videos and certain stuff I say, YouTube just don't be on it. And y'all know the censorship is going to a whole other level. We're trying to figure out now what we gonna do, because our information is getting more and more esoteric, occultic, and more our journey is taking us to a place where we're actually able to give y'all keys to unlock doors that's been locked, that seem like you can't unlock. And so as it's happened, we don't want you all to miss out on the information. So I don't know, but I'm finna say this right now. It is what it is, and we'll figure out how we gonna deal with that when we get to it. But what happens is when you stop being afraid to be who you are, all of the souls that you have contracts with to impact, they get free too. They get free by seeing you liberated. And the structure of the system of the Catholic Church, there was a lot of bloodshed in the foundation of the church. So that particular deity or entity, demigod, has a whole lot of payment that's been made with blood. So what does that mean for us? Power is how you fight fire. So we're not having to sacrifice chickens or sacrifice our children. You know what I'm saying? Go on these wars because what other people believe, they're not allowed to believe that. That's not how we fight fire with fire. What happens is we get free one by one at a time. And automatically your children are going to get free too, because they get to experience the vibration of not being under the spell and being free. Okay? So we are undoing the damage by doing the work, the soul work that we're doing each day. Shit is changing. So the 3D matrix and those who are the lords over are trying their best to hang on. They hanging on by a string, because it's the shit ain't working. The things that made us fearful is not working, because we've been working on our hearts. We've been working on learning how to be pure, figuring out what's the real me and what's the false self. You know what I'm saying? What was created as a result of trauma, and how was I before this trauma? And we've been remembering who we were always meant to be. That is fighting fire with fire. Okay? And for the Catholic Church to have as many wars as they had and kill so many people, it was so many medicine women and men who were murdered because they were accused of being sorcerers and witches. And I mean, all of this. And it's so backwards, the world that we live in. It's really like Alice in Wonderland. You know what I'm saying? Shit is really upside down and inside out. Nothing is what it appears to be. The simulation is changing because our vibration is changing. And in 2020, because I had a dream, I'm gonna tell y'all this, I don't know how long I can stay on, but I'm staying on as long as I can because I'm channeling, I'm wide open, and I want y'all to get this. But I had a dream probably 2 or 3 years ago. We were Hebrew Israelites at the time, and very devout actually to studying the teachings. That's actually what put us where we are now, because we put in the work and studied. But I had a dream that I walked outside one day and I saw people who had serpents, and the serpents were like walking beside them like a pet, and they had collars around their necks, and we were holding the collar. We were holding the leash to the serpent. I'm gonna have to go back and find that dream and repost it on a community page. And because I did post it on YouTube. And at the time, of course, I'm going to discern that dream through the level of knowledge that I had. So I was just like, well, I guess this dream was just talking about the serpent from the Garden of Eden, and that we're finally going to have some control, over our own demons, our own evil, right? Now in hindsight, looking back, I still kind of was right. But what that means is, in 2020, we're learning how to harness the knowledge of the Naga, the knowledge of the serpent. We're learning how to feed the Kundalini energy, and give it the ability to rise up 33 degrees. That's Jacob's ladder, and on into the cosmos through the crown chakra, where we do have the serpent on a leash. Damn it. Those of us who are willing to look at the ugly and willing to sit with it long enough to find something beautiful in it and take it and say, you know what? I've been through a lot of shit, and I'm not finna lay down. I ain't came this far to lay down. Some kind of way, I'm gonna take my life and I'm gonna make something beautiful come out of this bullshit that I've been given, because I agreed to this before I came here, and I know I didn't agree to it so I could just lay down and be a victim my whole life. That's the energy of the serpent. That is the Kundalini energy. That is the energy that splits the sea so people can get to a safe space. That's us. So continue to study and practice and let your knowledge raise itself so that you can part the Red Sea. You know what I'm saying? So that we can get to the real promised land. I promise. That's how it's happening. So whatever challenges you're facing right now, I'm telling y'all, whatever challenges you are facing, do the false self funeral that I posted, because that was channeled. I can't even take credit for that. That was an automatic writing. I've been, my poetry and stuff lately been so on point and so strong. Y'all know I rap too, but I started off doing poetry. And I'm realizing, because I've been using some memory oil, and I anoint my third eye with it before I meditate. And I've been using that to remember who I was before I came in the body and got amnesia. You know what I'm saying? And so I noticed that my creative writing almost seems as if my higher self is writing it. So that means that we're merging with our higher self, but a lot of us are not giving our higher self a way to express itself, because it ain't safe out here in these streets to be authentic, to be different. You know what I'm saying? We live in a world of clones. And if you don't look like or fit in, it's an issue. 2020 is not going to be like that. You go feel like, you know what? I can breathe. You go feel like I can stretch. Shit. Like, you know, when you first wake up, it's like 2020 is like, man, I'm woke. I can stretch. There is room for me, because we are making room. We're making room. Absolutely. As we find our own inner divinity, we are making room. So do the false self funeral. I did it once, and even though I wrote it, I'm going to do it again. Anytime you feel like your false self trying to sabotage some shit, go back and do the false self funeral ritual that I posted, because you don't want to carry that dead, stagnant energy into 2020. So all of the portals that's been opening, all of the portal work we've been doing, we did the compassion heart activation. If y'all remember, we did that. Like, I didn't even know I could do shit like this. Like, literally one day, I just woke up and was like, I'm finna start reading tarot cards and writing spells and rituals. It was literally like one day I woke up and I was just like, oh, this is what I'm gonna do. I was put here to do this. You know what I'm saying? And so don't carry that dead energy with you into 2020, because you did too much work to get where you are. And for many of us, I believe everybody in our soul group, that this is our last incarnation. I really do. The people who are going to incarnate again are the people who refuse to wake up. And that's okay, because every soul has to go through its own process. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, again, at the end of the day, stay focused on the bottom line, okay? Because there will be a lot of distractions, okay? And is there anything else I need to say? Practice being quiet when you are talking to people. You know, practice, because a lot of us, we cast our pearls to swine, you know, because there's still a part of us that wants to help people. But if people are choosing, and if they're choosing to be in a particular belief system, then you're casting pearls to swine. And so just practice being quiet, practice allowing people to have their own experience, see things however they want to see it, and you just do you. You just focus on bettering who you are. So the people who go resonate with you and vibe with you, shit, they go tribe with you. They go stride with you, and they go ride with you. So y'all don't get me to freestyling up here today. But do that. And don't even be worried about nothing else. You don't have to. You done the work. You've done the work. So we have a whole army in the unseen realm that mess with us tough. And they've been telling me, like, people might start to think you a little arrogant, you know. And I'm like, why? And they're like, because true confidence is intimidating to someone who don't feel free to be who they really are. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, man, stay in your vibe, and definitely you go find your tribe and trust and believe they go ride. I'm telling you, and we are alive. You hear me? The seen and the unseen realm is watching this fold out. You came here to do this. So if you go have to go through stuff anyway, you may as well become your best self and live your best life. Don't nothing else matter. Don't nothing else matter. At the end of the day, it's about the bottom line. So it's beautiful. I'm excited. So just hold on, okay? Because, yes, y'all are going to be losing jobs, companies closing, people getting laid off. That's happening. But that is the chaos energy that has come to serve those who want to use their life to fulfill their soul's purpose. It is not coming to harm you. I'm telling you, it's not coming to harm you. So practice seeing the beauty in the beast. Okay? Practice seeing the beauty in the beast. I haven't went to see Maleficent Part 2 yet. I'm definitely going to try to catch it soon. But, you know, a lot of us, we resonate with the villain. We resonate with that darkness because we never really fit in. We tried, but we never really fit in. We gave love, and that same love was never really returned to us. And we was willing to take that shit because it was like all we could get. But as we are healing, we're coming out of those codependent ways. We're coming out of being love addicts, you know, because you're giving that love to yourself. So you feel so whole and you feel so grounded to where you like, it don't matter if I'm the only one walking this path. It's all good. I'm alone. I'm a wolf. I'm a lone wolf right now, and it's all good. And I'm going to drop one more on you. So, like, when we were first awakening, right, the Mandela effect always been something that I always was able to see. I can just look at a logo or anything, and I'm like, damn, that's different. Damn, that I wasn't like that before. Damn, why that spell like that? That's wrong. Bernstein. What is that? I read Bernstein Bears. Like, I always knew, but I didn't quite know what was happening. That's the collective shift. Shifting the simulation is changing. It's changing to change the vibration. So if there's an E and now there's an A, it's because the consciousness on the earth needs the vibration of the sound of the A and not the sound of the E. It's harmonics. Okay? It's somatics. Right? So as this is happening, there was this particular one that I couldn't let go of. When I went to the Old Testament and read that the lion, it used to say the lion and the lamb. Now it says the wolf and the lamb shall lay together. I was like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? I was like, hold up. No. I don't know nobody who was a deeper Bible thumper than me. I know that word. Forward, backwards, inside out, upside down. I did the lexicon, Greek, Hebrew translation. I mean, I put in the work for many, 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 many years. So I know that scripture. So I was like, why would it say wolf? Like, why would wolf? Wolf ain't even nowhere close to lion. Now I understand why. Because the energy of the lone wolves, the energy of those who will be perceived to be bad or evil, that we are creating a garden of Eden, a pasture where, you know what, I can be a wolf and I can still be at peace with the lambs, because the wolf don't need to feed off of the lamb, because the wolf has learned to nourish itself. The wolf has learned to have its own peace and serenity. The wolf don't even have to be separated from those who in a different belief system of vibration, because the wolf know who he or she is. The wolf always was symbology of wickedness and evil in the Bible. And so now that we're laying down with the lambs, that's a testament to the benefits of being that lone wolf, walking that narrow path that very few people find. That's why that scripture changed, because the consciousness is shifting, and what we once perceived as evil, we now see is actually primordial, beneficial, and necessary for change. That's why. That's why that happened. So thank y'all so much for just being on this journey with us. Thank y'all for the donations. Y'all been hitting us up at the Cash App, you know, cam2479@gmail. For you to even be able to find that Cash App and send a donation, I know that it's, you know, it's some genuine shit, because I couldn't even put it on the Remnants Gathering. I don't know why it wouldn't let me, but you know, a lot of people can't even spell my name. So thank you for that, because a lot of times it be very unexpected. Thank y'all for just vibing with us. We really appreciate y'all, like, for real. That's from the heart. And a lot of the work that we do, y'all motivate us to want to be better. You know what I'm saying? Y'all motivate us to want to be able to be the example of the twin flame love that is being reunited. The healing between the divine feminine and divine masculine. Like, y'all motivate us. And we know a lot of y'all don't have y'all twin flame reunion physically right now. But moving forward in 2020, a lot of us are going to be, a lot of y'all, going to be reunited with your twin flame. But I need y'all to know and understand, it's not an easy situation. Me and Ernest might make it look easy, but trust and believe it's not. It's like having, you know how sometimes for those of you who got kids or maybe nieces and nephews, and you got that particular niece or nephew who always remind you of some shit you said that you said you shouldn't say, or he shouldn't say. I thought you said, wait a minute, auntie, she said you was stanky. That's why she didn't sit beside you. We had went out to eat. Like, that's how little kids is. They would just bust your ass out. Well, I thought you said you shouldn't say cuss words. Why? I thought you said you're not supposed to be mean to people. Like, kids they call you out on your shit, you know? And that's how it is in being in twin flame physical reunion. You're constantly calling each other out on all kinds of shit. I'm talking about some deep core wounds. It feel like salt being poured in it, to where your ego, I'm telling y'all, I've been trying to record some of me and Ernest's disagreements so y'all can see what a twin flame disagreement look like. It's the funniest shit ever. My higher self be laughing, but in my ego, I be in my feelings. But that shit is funny. I'm gonna have to try to catch it. It might just be audio, but I'm gonna try to catch our disagreements because it's funny. I want y'all to know what y'all getting ready to get into. But it's like we're the same soul but split in half, right? So the stuff that I want to heal and be better at doing, he's already there. And the stuff that he want to heal and be better at doing, I'm already there. But what happens is when you got two people who got trauma and core wounds, it's really easy for you to get in your ego and be in your feelings and not be in your heart, and be in your head and not be in your heart. And it's really challenging. And it's a lot of crying. You know what I'm saying? I cry sometimes because I know I'm not gonna ever leave this man. I'm not going nowhere. It don't matter what we go through. I'm not going nowhere. You know? And so, but that makes it feel like internal conflict. You know what I'm saying? And there give up. So I need y'all to know, if you have not gotten comfortable with looking at your beast, with acknowledging your beast, with acknowledging your demons, your darkness, your core wounds, your weaknesses, and the bullshit that you do that you don't like for nobody to call you on, the stuff that you don't like to look at, the traumatic memories that you have, and you tell yourself it didn't happen, but it did. All of that, your twin flame, oh yeah, they're gonna bring all that to the surface. There will be no hiding. It's like having a fucking walking black mirror with you all day, every day, and you don't get a break. And sometimes it's so hard where I have to be like, babe, if you need a break, just let me know. I'm really not trying to trigger you right now, you know? But there was a time when he'd be like, yeah, I do need a break. But now it's like, I'm good. No, I'm just gonna have to sit in it. It don't feel good, but it's what it is. And if this is what it takes for us to get to where we need to be, I don't need no space right now. I need to feel this. And I'm the same way. So I think that a lot of y'all who resonate with the vibe of our tribe probably have a very similar situation that's either already happening or going to happen. And so we're kind of being that example for you guys before you step into it, because it do feel like you stepping into a damn it's got to be real for it to last. It ain't no faking. And so his beast and my beast found each other, and we found beauty in it. And find that within yourself. Find the beauty within your beast. Every day, peel off another layer of clothes. You know, we don't need the fig leaves no more. It's okay to be who you are. And the sooner you just be who you are, continue to try to be better, of course. Self-development, self-realization, self-actualization. That's what the spiritual path is all about. But just self-acceptance and self-love. And that is going to give space for this love to reunite with you. I don't know who this is for, because I was not intending to talk about this. But I can feel yearning, okay? And some of y'all are real good at keeping that shit under control. Y'all doing a good job. You know, I had a period of time where I was so lonely and I missed him so much. Before I even knew who my twin flame was, it's like I was missing somebody. I didn't even know who the fuck it was. I'm like, how do you miss somebody this much? And how do you know who he is? And so I had some really lonely, you know, parts of my life. And I made bad decisions as a result of loneliness. But y'all doing a really good job. Y'all holding it down. And you're like, no, this ain't it. I gotta let this relationship go. I just gotta be by myself for a little while. So I'm proud of y'all for that. You know what I'm saying? Bless up, bless up. I saw that. Absolutely, fam. Star Lord. I like it. But y'all doing a good job. Keep doing what you're doing. Give that love to yourself. That's gonna open up, and the universe will know that you are ready, you know. And hang on, okay? Because the next 20 days or so is definitely going to be a ride. But you are prepared. You are ready. You are equipped. And you are not standing in the middle of a war without a sword. Okay? I need y'all to trust and believe that. So do your mirror magic. Build yourself up. Every time when you catch yourself getting your ego, be like, look now. Look now. All right, ego, I appreciate you. I needed you for a little while, but I don't need you no more. So I'm not going to kill you, but I just need you to be neutral. You know what I'm saying? Let me keep creating my reality from my higher self consciousness. Settle it down. Just do that. You know, do whatever you got to do to keep your vibration healthy. And when you feel yourself dipping, it's cool. Dip with the vibration. If it dip, you go have days where you ain't always feeling like you the shit. You know, some days you just feel like shit. And some days you feel like you the shit. That's okay. That is normal. That is universal laws. Shit go up and down. What go up must come down. But don't get stuck. Okay? Don't get stuck in a down vibration, okay? So get in it, sit in it, get what you need to get out of it, whatever lesson you need to learn from it in that moment, and then intentionally find things that you know lift your vibration and do that. Okay? I don't know, this was for somebody, but it's cool. So I'm gonna pull a card before I finish. If we didn't have kids, y'all would see us on here all the time. I'm telling you, I would be. But, you know, even when I'm not on here, you know, I know what's going on in all of y'all lives. Whatever's going on in your private life, I've already been shown. So even when we're not on here, I'm petitioning, we're meta praying, and we're always making sure that when we come before you, we actually bringing you something that you can use, you know, that's going to be of value to you. So, you know, I just need y'all to know that. But let's see what we got going on over here with these cards. I'm going to use the Path of the Soul deck. And I'm going to pull one card. And this card will be for the collective of people who are awakening. People that's part of this tribe. This is going to be for you. Okay? So this is going to be a message to you from Spirit. And I already know this finna trip me out. Probably gonna trip y'all out too. So, I find it interesting, like I was saying, Sekhmet specifically told me what to wear today and to wear red lipstick. And I did. And this is the card that I pulled. Got all that beautiful root chakra up in there. All of that beautiful Kundalini energy that's been demonized up in there. And then you got a little heart chakra up in there. You got a little what looks like two cells splitting. Y'all see that? You see two big melons? I do too. Now that you say something. You know, I see two worlds coming together to be one. You know, I see two cells that's been divided and they done found each other, you know. I mean, whatever resonates with you, there is nothing wrong. Reading tarot cards is just about intuition and feeling. So I'm going to read what this card represents, okay? Okay, let's see. So this card, this is sacred geometry, okay? So this is Path of the Soul. If anybody out there want to get into doing cards and stuff, this is Path of the Soul. It's a really, really good deck. It's really good. It really stretches me to really rely on my intuition. You know what I'm saying? Because sacred geometry is just that. So, are you 19? It makes sense you see two big melons. I understand. That's all I saw when I was 19 too. Thankfully, I had some. So, yeah. So, this card is called the Red Native. Do y'all hear this? The Red Native. Wow. Wait till I read this. That's what I said. It looks like mitosis. I said the same thing. Hey, Terica. So, listen. From the time of the first man, every thought has been recorded within the collective consciousness. That's what this whole video been about. You can either draw from this source or you can consciously make a positive contribution to it. Ain't that what this? It says you have much wisdom within you and it is time for you to share it. Ain't that what I've been telling y'all? Red Native is calling you to begin imparting your knowledge with other people. This can be in the form of talking. However, there are many other ways to communicate. Whatever your choice, you are making a lasting contribution by raising the collective consciousness of man. I can't make this shit up, y'all. I cannot make this up. Look, it's right there, Red Native. Can't make this up. So that is a synchronicity. That is a ebb and flow throughout this whole channel message, and us just vibing on the live with each other. Like, heal that root chakra. Do your meditations. Keep working on it. And know that your circle of influence is ready for you to show up as your authentic self. But do understand that you may rock the boat a little bit. You might shake the wasp nest, and one of the mofos might fly out, but it's cool. It's cool, because you are prepared and you are ready. This is beautiful. That's beautiful. So I'm gonna go and push on, do what I need to do. You white chocolate from Europe. Oh Lord, Lord have mercy. Okay. Look, I ain't got time for you. I'm not gonna even say nothing, but you are definitely hilarious. Nice to meet you, and I'm glad you caught our live. This is a weirdo tribe, so whatever you feeling. Ain't no judgment over here on this side. Ain't nobody in a position to be condemning nobody about nothing. So just be you and be free. So thank y'all so much for getting on here with me. And I promise I'm gonna try to do more of these because I'm realizing how strong my goddesses have been really building me up for this. If you want to get a reading, just inbox us because the website is still being created right now, but we're getting close. But inbox us at remnantsgathering@gmail.com. Let me know you want a reading, and we could get it popping and get it going. Thank y'all so much. I love y'all. Leave this live with a whole different energy. I hope that you're able to go out into wherever you are right now and do something that is going to continue to help us create heaven on earth. Yes, it's going down. Absolutely. As always, we are holding virtual hands with you all as we cross the rainbow bridge. Man, your third eye has just been kissed. All right. Peace.